This is Juliet here, and today I'm with Alexandra Wenman.
Hello, nice
Hi.
to meet you all.
And Alex is staying at Healing Waters, and she's one of our amazing guests. I have such a wonderful time. We're just trying to adjust something.
We're just trying to sort out how to do the live Facebook.
Yeah. So all of you know about my trauma healing work, but alongside that, many of you also know about Healing Water Sanctuary. And I set up the sanctuary because I really needed a place that was quiet and calm and supportive and holding in order to be doing the trauma healing work. But what also happens is that we have some amazing people, and Alexandra is one of them, that actually come and they book out the entire sanctuary, or they come with their clients or whatever in different forms, and they use it as a venue for some amazing healing work. Well, you may have seen a video that I did with Alex. Was it 2012?
Yeah, it was I think, early 2012.
Yeah. And so much has happened since then. We've had huge amount of changes, and both Alex and I are really stepping up in our mission that we've got to get our work out. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, I think we've both kind of just been doing our work quietly behind the scenes, and both of us are now getting to a place where we know that we have a lot of help to give and a lot of service to give to people who may need some help in their journey, or in their daily lives. So I think it's about stepping out and authentically bringing the message and the work that we have to share to the world on a bigger scale. So we're both sort of finding our way through video and YouTube, and
we're learning the technologies and learning how to get our message out. But the message I want to give you in this moment is that we all need to step up. We all have unique abilities and qualities and gifts to bring, all of us. And it's time for all of us to step up and help each other as well. Alex and I are now doing a little collaboration here, as you can see. But we've both got bigger plans in terms of online trainings. You've got an online training that you're developing. YouTube channels and so on. So if you're not aware, I've also got a YouTube channel, and the previous video with Alex is on there, and my other trauma healing videos. But yesterday, Alex was amazing, and she interviewed me for her Alexandra Wenman show. So we had an amazing...
it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's not up on the YouTube channel yet, but it will be in the coming weeks. But if you go to YouTube and just look up my name, it's Alexandra Wenman, and it's Wenman. In the next few weeks, you'll see the interview with Juliet, which was absolutely fantastic. I mean, we talked in depth about healing from trauma and about the effects of trauma that trauma has on people. This woman is such a wealth of knowledge. She's incredible. I mean, even after all my work in the healing world and everything I've been shown, we work in very different ways, but we kind of do, I guess, similar work in helping people heal, but you go much more in depth into the real trauma, the physiology of trauma, and I just find it fascinating. I think I have a lot still to learn from you, my darling. But it's wonderful that now we are kind of coming together, and there's so many of us healers coming together to support each other in stepping out and in bringing our work to a wider audience, and showing that everybody has the tools themselves to be able to heal, but sometimes you just need a little bit of help.
A little bit of guidance and help. So the more we can collaborate, and the more we can master the technology and put the information out there, then we can bring about a real shift, and which we so badly need to do, because we're at such a critical time on the planet at the moment. We've got such a small window of really getting our act together and healing and waking up our consciousness and doing the things necessary to bring about the changes that we need to do. So I want to share with you about Alexandra's work. So it was actually at Healing Waters that you had an experience that led to you developing your healing system, your healing
absolutely. So
precious wisdom.
So I've been trained in a number of different healing modalities over the years, and I used to edit a magazine called Prediction Magazine, so I got a lot of training.
Which I also used to write for,
which
so there was
a
collaboration.
I
did articles on trauma healing.
Yeah. So. And then in early 2012, I was always working with angels, and I had a lot of angelic guidance. And in early 2012, I started to receive messages about a new healing system that I was bringing through. I work as a channel as well. I'm very clairvoyant. I work with energy. I was teaching angelic Reiki at the time. And I came to Healing Waters, and the universe orchestrated this incredible week where I stayed at Healing Waters for the whole week, and I had the whole house to myself.
You did, that was amazing.
It was absolutely, totally.
Yeah.
I felt very held. And I was doing a workshop on sacred geometry, I think, at the time, and it was around 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd been, over the 6 months leading up to this point, I think it was October 2012, I was being given symbols, and I was journaling the symbols and given messages, and it was all to do with us as divine beings, us as much more than we think we are as this physical vessel. And at 6 a.m., I was woken up one morning. I think it was like the third day of this workshop I was doing. I was woken up being given an attunement, a kind of attunement with the symbols, and I was automatically doing mudra. I kind of just knew what to do with this energy, and it was a really beautiful golden energy that came through. It was pure love energy, very connected to the Archangel Metatron, and very connected to what I call our universal love consciousness. And I felt this incredible heart opening happen. I went to the workshop, we did a morning meditation, and then this thing happened where my heart opened, and it opened multidimensionally, and I could see through every dimension, and I could see all sorts of different beings looking back at me through this gold light. And then I realized that they were all me. It was all me in another dimension. So it was like this multi-dimensional reality, a bit like that flower of life symbol, where it all opened out in gold light. And I was receiving love from every dimension of existence. And then it went right out into infinite light. And then I realized, oh my God, I have to send love back. And as I sent love back, I realized I was sending it back to me on every dimensional level.
Yeah.
And it really blew my mind. And it showed me that we are divine, and that there is more to our existence than what we can physically see with our eyes.
Without a doubt.
Exactly. And so it's like all the veils dropped away. But what started to happen as I was working with this system, I always see myself as kind of my own guinea pig. So as I started working with this system, all the symbols are based on what we call sacred geometry, and on the mathematical it's a mathematical equation of the golden mean. It's a ratio.
Yeah.
And it's said to be the mathematical equation of unconditional love.
Really?
So
and that's what all the great temples are built on, that blueprint.
And we're built
they?
on it. Like our eyes are built from a symbol like the Vesica Pisces, which the Christianity has created as the fish, but it's that infinite, it's part of that flower of life. So as I started working with it myself and with clients, what's happening is it's a very grounding system. So it's an energy healing system, a bit done like Reiki. So I will channel it into the body, and I'm not doing anything. I'm just holding unconditional love for the perfect healing to unfold, for whatever healing is needed for that person. So I don't project anything onto the person. I don't focus on what's wrong or right. It's just allows for whatever needs to heal, the perfect harmonious balance within the body to unfold. And I've seen amazing results. And what's been happening for me is I feel much more grounded. I'm an airy-fairy Libran, by the way, so I'm very floaty.
Oh, right.
You're Aquarian, aren't you?
Yeah, but I've got a Libra ascendant, so that's
there we go.
Yeah.
That's where we get it from. So now it's very grounding, but it's very expanding. And gifts that I never knew I had are starting to awaken. So I've discovered this gift of I'm able to do psychic surgery now, so I can see clairvoyantly into the body and pull out stuck energies. My gift of channeling has really stepped up, so I'm connected to my higher self always, first and foremost, but I'm surrounded by light beings, ascended masters, angels. I can see all these different beings. I can communicate with them, and it's all to do with empowerment. And this unfolding of what's going on the planet is if every single person was in their power through love. Power is not control, and it's not the idea that we have to have power over someone or something. No. It's about standing in our truth and standing for something, that feels like a truth to you, and being authentically yourself. And what I'm finding, because I was always this very kind of happy-go-lucky but almost a little bit naive young woman, and I would get kind of bullied or walked over, but I'm much more in my power now, and it's enabled me to move forward and to speak my truth and to do what's right in every situation. And sometimes doing what's right means saying no to something or to somebody. And this is what we have on the planet. We have it as a choice every day.
Yeah.
Do I allow this situation to unfold? Do I choose this situation? What feels right for you? Because what's right for you might not always be right for the other person. So what I see this system as doing is putting us in our power.
Yeah.
And it connects you to your divine self. That's why I call it an alchemy, because you're bringing in more of your higher mind, your higher consciousness, your divine self and blueprint into your physical daily life. And this is what we mean by heaven on earth. Heaven isn't something you fly off to. And when I point up there, it's not really up there. It's a higher vibration. So it's all around us all the time. In many ways, it is this rising divine feminine that we're reconnecting with. It's our intuition. It's this love consciousness, this universal love consciousness.
Yeah, I'm getting shivers all over as you say that. The rising divine feminine, the kindness, the loving kindness, the taking care, the compassion.
Yeah.
Just treating everything with respect and kindness.
And that is as simple as it is. It's amazing because while I've been exploring this, the symbols that I've been given, they link up. Like every world religion has at its heart an ancient mystery school. So in Judaism you have the Kabbalah, in Christianity you have the Gnostics, the Muslims have the Sufis, and they all believed the same thing. They were all about love consciousness. Somehow in our patriarchal conditioning we've warped that message, or we've misunderstood.
Something's got broken, which is what I'm talking about with trauma, that our culture, our relationships and so on have been fragmented, have been broken.
Absolutely. We've kind of lost our way.
We've lost our way,
And this is a coming back into just the simplicity that we are all love. We're all part of the oneness of the divine. God's not a being outside ourselves, it is us. We are the spark of the divine. And we're all being reunited in love. And this is like, and I'm seeing it unfold. I'm seeing evidence of it in my daily life. In my interview with Juliet, we talk about the lens that you experience the world through, and how whatever your patterning or your programming is as a human is how your reality kind of is reflected back at you. And my reality is, it's my lens is being cleared up, my channel's being cleared out just through using this system. And I mean, I have other gifts as well. I work with people on clearing trapped emotions and subconscious beliefs. It's a different technique to the actual Precious Wisdom energy technique, but I call it Precious Wisdom Personal Power because it still goes under that umbrella of showing people how to step into their authentic power, speak their truth, and feel strong doing it, because we worry what other people think of us. I think my biggest journey, this is why the venturing onto video has been a big journey for me, because I always worried, oh God, are people going to think I'm weird if I talk about this spiritual stuff, or if I channel on camera, are they going to just look at me like, what on earth is she doing? She's a weirdo. But in many ways it's meant to make people uncomfortable, because it's meant to get us out of our logic, rational mind and into that opening out into questioning. What is this? What's going on here? We need to be like children, because children question everything.
And of course down and it locks in, and then we lose our interest in anything. So
I love it. It's like we're like bookends. It's like kind of coming from these two ends of the spectrum, where I very I suppose get to experience this wonder and whimsical side of life. And I have done a lot of my own shadow work and healing trauma and working through my own stuff, and I help people through that too. But it's about, I get to also bring in the magic and the wonder. And you are incredible, because you are not afraid to go there with people. I think because you've been there yourself, it's like you are I see you as lifting people out of things. It's like you very gently come along and nurture, and it's like lifting a baby out of the womb. It's really, really beautiful the way that you hold people in that vibration. It's incredible. And I think Healing Waters, to me, Healing Waters was the place that this system came through in. It's a place I will always come back to, because it is so special. And it's Juliet that's created this space. So it's her energy that we get to, it permeates the whole thing. And I said this on the video that we did yesterday as well, that even though she doesn't stay at Healing Waters with you, you feel like you're being held by her. Like you walk in the door and you just feel cocooned and in such a safe, sacred space. To me, the whole place, the whole building, including your home here where we're filming this place is like a magical portal to the infinite, and it's that energy. And I'm sure that the location was very vital in opening me up to what I had to bring through. It was universally orchestrated that I got to have that house to myself.
Yes, it is, and I think it was universally orchestrated that I was brought here. When you talk about my energy holding, I also want to really deeply acknowledge I have a lot of wonderful people that work alongside me that make Healing Waters the amazing place that it is.
Yeah,
there's some incredible people involved there. Lindsay, hi Lindsay, if you watch this, you're such a wonderful person to help, and Sue and Nicola. Those are just my present helpers, but there are many people involved with Healing Waters in many ways, working as therapists and helping with the gardens and helping organise the household and doing the shopping and
it's community,
doing
isn't
doing the cleaning. We're all there together, and that's kind of what happens in Glastonbury as well. It's a special place. So
is that the microcosm of the macrocosm that you've got going on?
I always say Healing Waters is the heart of the heart.
It really is.
With Glastonbury as the heart chakra of the planet, so they say, that could be an inflated idea. Who knows? But I like it.
I think it's a truth. I think also because you have the spring, that amazing pure sacred spring out the front, and it's not surrounded by tourism. It's very pure, and it's still there in its pure state in the field. So
it's very little known, but you're going to go and do a little meditation.
We're going to go and connect with the spring.
Yeah,
you can only have access to it if you stay at Healing Waters. So that's another reason to come and stay at Healing Waters. I just can't. But I've been back so many times now. I've been back to run retreats. I've been back on retreats. I've been back just for me. It's the only place that I really feel at home here in Glastonbury. Like I feel like I'm coming home every time I come and stay, and even when you're not here, when you're not around. So I love it. I think what I love about what you've created here is the spectrum of what you can have happen here. So you could come just for a gentle, quiet weekend for yourself and use the jacuzzi bath and have a nice little, cleansing bath and sit on the deck and just have quiet time to yourself to get away. Or you can come if you need to and be really held and have a healing program and delve right into things. And if you're doing work with trauma, as we know, it's really important that you feel safe. And this is what you've created here. I love it. Amazing.
Yay, yes. And oh gosh, my mind's just gone blank now.
We should probably let people know about what you've got planned for your YouTube channel, because it's going to change a bit, isn't it? Or you're going to add to it?
Yes. I'm going to work with people directly online on the YouTube channel. So if any of you want to come and do some short healing sessions with me, which will be videoed and on my YouTube channel, and we can explore issues of trauma, but also at the same time share how I'm working. So I'll give some feedback about what's happening, what I'm observing with somebody's nervous system, and how I'm approaching it, so that there's greater understanding of how we can work with each other. So that's what's the word? It's in progress, yes.
Yeah.
So
watch this space.
Watch this space, yes.
And watch the YouTube. I think subscribe to Juliet's YouTube channel. It's Juliet Yelverton. Yeah. And then if you're interested in catching up and hearing Juliet's interview with me in the next coming weeks, my YouTube is Alexandra Wenman. It's going to be on the Alexandra Wenman show. And if you subscribe, you'll get the updates and everything. And if you are interested in Healing Waters, it's healing-waters.co.uk.
That's right, yeah.
And my website, just in case you're interested, is just alexandrawenman.com. But I just think, It's all love. We
Okay. I don't know if this is appropriate to add this on at this moment, but I was reflecting on it this morning, and I would just like, we've opened a little channel in this moment, and it's a bit of a serious issue. And as I do every morning, I go through my emails and I see, who wants to be in touch and so on, but also what's happening in the world. So I get a lot of, like, some of us, of ours,
yeah.
different things come into my box, and I'll do something, and I'll make a donation or sign a petition or something like that. So what came in this morning was about the children that have been held on the US border, and I posted something about it. And I just want to comment on that we're at a critical time in planetary history and human evolution. And here we are traumatizing our children. We are doing such terrible things to these children on the US border. And you can say, not in my name, or I say not in my name. I wouldn't ever want to do this, but it's happening nonetheless. So until we get up and really stand up and say no and do something about it, then that kind of thing will perpetrate. So these children are being separated from their parents and put in cages. I mean, this is unthinkable.
How can it be happening in this day and age?
And in America.
In the civilized world,
the civilized,
right, apparently.
The world leader. And now I'm a bit emotional. But not only America.
Yeah.
Look what's happening to children in Syria. Look what's happening to children in all these countries where there's...
Off the coast of Australia.
Off the coast of Australia, yes, that you were telling me about yesterday. All the countries where there's terrible famine and poverty, that is not a natural thing. It's caused by the sale of weapons and war and so on. And in 1983, I was in Eritrea working with the famine there and the terrible suffering of babies in arms. So I know that you're all really horrified and familiar with this, but I want to point out that unless we really focus and understand how much we're traumatizing these children, things are not going to change, because these children are going to grow up with that trauma, and it's all going to be acted out again.
And we're all connected.
And we're all connected. So I would like to just, in this moment, as our closing piece, just to ask you to join us for a moment of heartfelt love and compassion and silence, and just wishing for these children to be wrapped in love and compassion, and the perpetrators as well.
Yeah.
That let's say no to the horror on this planet and the trauma on this planet. And say yes to health and well-being and healing. So I'd just like to spend just a minute of just holding that in our hearts. So perhaps if you would care in this moment to put your hand on your heart.
Hi Trina, that's my auntie.
And just really, really in this moment, wish yourself well. Just really, really wish yourself well. And say, may I be well.
May I be well.
May I be happy.
May I be happy.
And may I be free from suffering.
May I be free from suffering.
And then just really feeling that and placing your hands in a prayer. And now just imagining those children and sending out this prayer to them. May all children be well.
May all children be well.
May all children be happy.
May all children be happy.
And may all children be free from suffering.
May all children be free from suffering.
And just sending that out to those children. And the children, the inner child, the small part of these people that are so badly traumatised that they're perpetrating now in this moment these crimes against humanity and these children. Because all the politicians and all the people involved in what's happening have very damaged children within themselves as well. So thank you so much for sharing this moment with me, and Alex, I hope you don't mind me.
Thank you everyone for watching. We're having a big love in here now. I feel really emotional.
Oh. And I know you all care so much, and I've watched your post, and I know that everybody's heart is touched by this, and we really all do want to make a difference. So thank you for showing up, thank you for being who you are, and Alex, thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming
Angel.
along.
It's so wonderful to connect with you again. It's interesting because I think since 2012 we've both been through a journey, and now we've come back together, and then I feel like a lot of us are going through a big gateway now where we are peeping our head above a parapet of some difficult times, but we can all now come together in deeper compassion and deeper love and support each other going forward. And I think that's it. It's love and understanding is needed.
So show up for yourself, be compassionate for yourself, and take the risk, take the chance to up the game.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.